So the ladies want to know how provider energy men think and what they really crave in marriage. Now, this is this is my second marriage.
Yes.
He was previously engaged
Yes.
before, and we were engaged and married in 11 months, even though I was a single mom with 4 kids.
Living in a different country.
Living in a different country.
Yes.
And Brian has been the most amazing provider energy husband I could have ever asked for, not only for me, but for our kids. So we're going to spill the beans.
Yes, this will be fun.
And let you know exactly how provider energy men think in marriage and what they really crave.
And I'll give you the top 4 points on what masculine men crave from their potential wife.
So one thing that I am doing way differently in this marriage compared to my first marriage is I'm not. And for those lovely ladies that are new here, what's up? I'm Natasha.
And I'm Brian.
I was a former single mom with 4 kids, went through a whole bunch of trauma and loss. If you're interested in learning more about dating and relationships and feeling good in your body again, I'm talking your hormones, your nervous system, all of that.
Click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos and content.
So besides seg, a great seg life.
Yes, of course.
Like obviously that's going to be a big one.
Let's not delete that.
What are the other ones?
Well, the first one is obvious, but I want to make sure women understand this from a place of how men think. Number 1 is a woman that looks good. That's key. Now, what looks good means to each individual man is different.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, what looks good is right here. That's the only exactly what looks good, what I desire. But what men are looking for is women that take care of themselves, keep themselves up, that don't look like they're a Costco mom or just, I'm always going to the gym type of look. Women, yes. Women, it's not a certain look that men are looking for, but we want you to take care of yourself. We want things to fit nicely when you're wearing them. So just the small things that make you good, because men as well, but women can do small things just enhance their looks that men love. So making sure your hair is done, your makeup is done, even though some men say they don't like makeup, the small makeup you use, just make sure it works well with your skin tone. Make sure you're dressed nicely, you look good, and you're presentable, because a lot of times when we're thinking about being with someone, you're an extension of who we are.
Yeah.
You make us look good.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that you look good as well.
So good. And I know this is a really triggering topic for a lot of women, but just lean in for a second, ladies. Okay. So what he's saying is you do not need to look like a perfect Barbie doll. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you need to look like a 20-year-old or anything like that. You don't need to be all glammed up. But ladies, you increase your chances of attracting a high quality provider, masculine energy man. Like we're talking about masculine energy men. We're not talking about some random dude. Okay. That he wants to just provide for you. He wants to spoil you. He wants to take care of you and your kids. We're talking about that type of guy. Okay. He cares how you look.
Yes, we do.
Right. And so masculine energy is about convenience. So if you're the type of woman, and we help all these types of women all the time, that's why I can say this confidently. Most women that we attract in our community, they're in their masculine energy. So they're about convenience. Convenience means short hair, low maintenance hair. It means, glasses, wearing gym clothes, wearing Costco clothes.
Yeah.
I used to be this type of mom. This is why I can say this. Hair in the bun, Costco mom, meaning you shop at the grocery store and buy your clothes at the same place. Okay. That's all that masculine energy. He's not going to be attracted to you in dating or in marriage. So one thing that I am doing way differently in this marriage compared to my first marriage is I'm not a Costco mom. I mean, I'm still a Costco mom. I still buy at Costco, but I don't buy my clothes at Costco anymore. Okay. I'm not walking around in hoodies every day and my hair in a bun. I take time. I would say I'm like a low maintenance, high maintenance girl.
That's better.
Meaning, take time to get the hair extensions, the lash extensions, stuff like that, get the nails done. So when I get up in the morning, it doesn't take me a lot to get ready, but it makes a huge difference for sure.
So number 2, what masculine energy men are seeking in a potential wife is a praying wife. And not a complaining wife.
Ooh.
So we understand in relationships, it's a transition period where you're getting to know each other. We don't always agree on things.
Yeah.
But what we desire in a wife is a wife that's not going to drag this out. that she'll know that, okay, I had my say. We talked back and forth. Now I'm going to go pray about this. And when I come back, now we both have an understanding instead of something that we're complaining about. This happened 2 or 3 weeks ago. You're still bringing it up. This is now you're just looking for an opportunity to connect this with something that's going on presently instead of what we desire, a wife that understands, that says her piece, but also moves forward because she trusts God. And it's not her trying to make us feel a certain way or her over talking us because it's connected with respect.
Yep.
So if you're over talking him, if you're trying to make him feel a certain way, letting him know about himself, we feel disrespected.
Yeah.
So complaining is a form of disrespect, but if you're praying about it, then that allows us to know, like, okay, maybe I was at fault. Let me go make sure she's okay. Let me go apologize. Let me make sure we get the peace back in the house, because if she's stepping away, then that makes me look at myself like, why am I still upset? Why am I complaining? Why am I doing the things that I don't want her to do?
Yeah.
So it allows us to know that you respect us enough to not drag it out, and also makes us look at ourselves and see what we need to change.
So good, babe. So ladies, this is so key. You are not back talking. You are not arguing. You are not having smart remarks. You are not critiquing. You are not trying to put him in his place.
Right.
You're not doing any of that stuff. I understand, because this is all the stuff I've had to work on in myself. And yes, part of it is praying, going to God, like surrendering everything to God, all your complaints, everything to God, not to your husband. But another part of this is a lot of nervous system healing and emotionally regulating. Yeah. This has, I can't even explain to you how much inner work I've had to do to get to this place in my life where Brian could literally say anything and I'm not going to argue with him. Okay. It's not, I have my opinions, trust me. He knows that. I'm not going to stop with that. But I come from a place of respect always and submission to my husband, not from a place of arguing and trying to one-up him or trying to belittle him or try to overpower the conversation. Never, because that is relationship suicide in a marriage. And you will destroy the polarity in your marriage. So you're not talking down to him. You're not talking to him like a child. Okay, because that's going to destroy the polarity. You're not arguing with him. You're not cutting him down. You're always talking to him from a place of respect. And if you're struggling because there's something that is really triggering for you, and it could be a legitimate reason, you take time and you step away and you go pray, you heal. You're in the Feminine Energy Academy. You're listening to nervous system re-regulating audios that I help my girls do when they're triggered. And you're doing that so you do not destroy your marriage.
Yes. Yeah. I think you broke it down as you said exactly what I was thinking.
Well, how men think is like, I just don't want a complaining wife.
Exactly.
Right. And it's like, well, why is she complaining? And it's like, that's the part where I come in. I'm like, okay, let's go over here and heal that complaining so you don't destroy your marriage.
The number 3 point is a nurturing wife. And as men, like we always talk about, we're on the go, we're getting stuff done. We're closing deals. We're doing the masculine energy type of things. And what we desire and what we need, not just desire, what we need is a wife that's nurturing. Because a lot of things, we may go to the gym, but a lot of times we're not taking care of ourselves the way we need to. Yeah. We're not doing the things to make sure we're healthy. You'll see a lot of times men will stress ourselves out, especially single men. We'll stress ourselves out because we don't have that balance. If we're talking about having kids with this potential wife, we want to make sure she's nurturing towards the kids. If we already have kids, we want to make sure that she comes from that nurturing angle, because we know we don't bring that. And we're okay with that. But we want to make sure we get what we need, the kids get what they need. It's a nurturing house where things are just flowing the right way and it's not all masculine energy. We don't think like this. Yeah. But this specifically is what attracted me to my wife, is because, and this is something that I've talked to her about, I've talked to other guys about, her having children, previously being married, let me know that she had nurturing already in her. She was taking care of kids. She was taking care of her ex-husband when he went through his battle. So the nurturing part is something that just already came with the package. So not only was she attractive, 10 out of 10,
oh, thanks, baby.
but she's nurturing. And then she's soft spoken, even though she has her, even though she's really energetic, but when it comes to communicating, she's a soft speaker. So all these things, the nurturing part is really what drew me to her, because I knew, okay, she's also a former nurse. So health wise, she's gonna make sure I'm good. Things that we just as men don't put as much emphasis on as a nurturing wife would.
Yes, so good, babe. Thank you for that.
Yes.
And really, at the end of the day, ladies, men are looking for things that they can't give themselves.
So true.
Right? And a masculine energy man, just like what Coach B is talking about, is they're busy building businesses. They're busy working. They're busy out competing. They're not thinking of these little things. And this is not something you can tell him that you do. He's going to see it in your life. And you want to carry that into your marriage as well. Now, one thing I also want to add, in order for you to be a nurturing wife, is you need to start with nurturing yourself. This does not mean you martyr yourself and you totally neglect yourself and you just take care of everybody else. That's what I did in my first marriage. But you are actually taking care of yourself so you feel good. You look good. You are genuinely happy because your hormones feel good. You feel good in your body. You're well rested. And naturally, when you pick you and you have you on a pedestal, the man that you are with is going to want to keep you there because he wants a happy wife. He's going to have a better nighttime when she's energized and well rested, and he's going to have a better daytime with her as well because she's feeling good. Okay, so ladies, if you want help in this area in your marriage or in your dating life, these are all things I've had to work on so much. It did not come natural to me. I had to do a lot of nervous system healing, a lot of emotional healing, a lot of learning how to really communicate with the masculine in a way that I get my needs met. I get everything I want, but it maintains a healthy marriage in a very, very healthy way. So if you want help with that, jump in our Feminine Energy Academy, and we will see you guys later.